Welcome to 169 on QTV. That's a stretch of a bigger river in Zambia that we have, that's the Kafue, right? It stretches in too many places. Last time I think we were covering it up from the Kaingu safari lodges, but we are deep into the Lower Zambezi National Park today, and of course Pakasangano is where we are today on the 169. Now Pakasangano speaks volumes for itself. It's a meeting place. That is the confluence of the Zambezi and Kafue River, and the project today is about the impacts and lifestyles that we find moving around here. If you love the bush life, if you love it all in the tourism sector, then this is what we bring you today. Welcome to 169. That is just another zone of every comfort that you get. Every corner in Zambia, it's always there. And of course, the Lower Zambezi has another package right here. The big man right here is, I would say, the main man about this area. Okay, owner in English, as per se. We're joined by David Ross. He owns Pakasangano Safaris, right? I don't even know what was ringing in your mind when you came through this name.
Yes, my full names are David Rossi, and yes, we are the owners of Pakasangano Safaris.
Right.
And Pakasangano Safaris, the name itself is influenced by our location.
Right.
We are very close to the confluence where the Kafue River meets the Zambezi.
Right.
So, in our local languages, that is called Pakasangano.
The meeting place.
It means the meeting place.
Right.
And so that is what we would like this place to be.
All right.
The meeting place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Safaris, lodging, they're all in one component.
Yes, safaris, lodging. What we are doing actually, we're a small tour operator.
Right.
A local tour operator.
Okay.
And so we've tried to extend our tendons to do lodging and camping as well.
Yeah.
So all that is under Pakasangano Safari.
All right. So the expectations of one who's going to come here, obviously, if you hear of a game area, is about animals, species that are not friendly to human beings. What exactly do you find when you come to this place?
Okay. First things first. Why would you want to come to a place like this? That's
Right.
what is very important. And if you look at the trends in our lives now, life has become stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So these areas are actually set out there for people to reboot their batteries, so
Certainly.
to speak. Yeah. Serenity, want to find themselves. So when you come out here, you try to run away from the concrete jungle.
Right.
Just to find peace with yourself and with family. And so we are in the game management area.
Okay.
So the game management area is where you have humans sharing space with animals, with wild animals.
Yeah.
So of course our biggest asset here is the local people, which are the Gomas that have under Chieftainess Chiawa, that have settled here. And the next biggest asset here is the ambience.
Right.
Yeah.
The
peace. Yes. The river.
Yeah.
Yes. Then we have now the natural resources, which are the animals.
Right.
Yeah. So you have all the animals, so to speak. Yeah. Okay. As you go down the river, there's more game because the environment changes. It becomes quieter, and so the animals are roaming freely. So you get lions, you get elephants, you get hippos especially, and you get giraffe and leopards and all the other interesting animals.
Right. Yes. It's a tremendous experience, and I'm sure people that really admire something about Zambia is obviously the bush life that you have around here.
Yes.
That home away from home feeling, we relaxed here.
Yes.
Okay, so campsite is also part of the package?
Yes, we have obviously two different kinds of people.
Right.
Some would like to experience the rugged life, type of setting, where they would like to just live in a tent and be close to nature,
right,
rather than being in a chalet with all the safety.
Okay.
So with camping, it's the best for people that are not really scared of nature.
Nature, right.
Yes, but because you have all the freedom. You are outside, you sleep under the stars, and you hear everything that goes on around you when hippos are coming around your tent to graze. Yeah, so it's that adrenaline as well to experience. So it's a very wonderful experience.
They're well protected. There's guards around.
Yes, there is, but you're dealing with wild animals.
Right.
We do our best to provide safety. It's never guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
But we do our best to give you the preferred or the expected safety. Yes.
Right. So the animals found across the river and here, do you find different species, especially because I'm seeing that's age of the border of Zambia into Zimbabwe.
Yes. No. In fact, the animals are the same.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, this side we have the GMA, which is a game management area.
Right.
On the other side, Zimbabwe, is the actual park, which is Manapus.
Yeah.
And so there's more animals on the other side as compared to the GMA.
Right.
But when you go into the park, you have the same animals this side and the same on the other side. So these animals you see here would most likely be the same animals you will see on the other side.
Right.
So they just come and go as they please.
Truly, the drive to here seems like you're driving to nowhere. Oh, but you find such life here.
Yeah, that is the exciting part.
Right.
Except it only takes maximum is 2.5 hours to drive from Lusaka through Chirundu.
Right.
Yeah, we are only 20 kilometers from Chirundu, which is about 25 minutes.
You can drive from into here.
Up to here.
Right.
Yes.
All right. So when you come here, it's a complete package. Like I said, it's home away from home, and Pakasangano obviously is a meeting place, and that's the main man that you cannot find here. And obviously provision of accommodation that has been catered for.
Yes.
People can come in bigger families.
Yes. People can. At the moment, we are not. Let me make mention of this. At the moment, we are not fully open to the public.
Right.
So we're using it as a family place, just with friends and family.
Yeah.
When we are tired of pressure in somewhere with work, so we do this like once a month.
Right.
We come together and do that. So everyone that you're seeing here are all campers,
right,
including the young ones.
Right.
Yeah. And so it's been a wonderful weekend. Yeah.
So when you're away from here, this place is open to itself, or
no, it's actually closed. So
right,
we are hoping that by next year,
right,
we could actually have it registered and get our licenses,
right,
and to actually start operating.
Right. Mr. Ross, thanks so much for
thank you.
hosting us here.
No, thank you
for
for
part
having
of the campus too, right?
Thank you for having us.
The tour guide experience begins right here, and we're here to see more right on the 169. Thank you so much for staying with us. Looks like it's a cosmopolitan arrangement, but of course it's just about relaxation. And these are the campers you find at Pakasangano, obviously the meeting place. How's been the experience here? That's
good. The experience here has been amazing. It's been awesome. Nice, relaxed weekend.
All right.
Chilled. Weather is perfect. We love it. I mean, we slept here in the tent, camped out. Yeah, just enjoying the weather and enjoying the Lower Zambezi.
All right, nice one. Okay, so I've got friends here too. This is Olivia here, right? And then my friend Sampa. All right, how's been the experience, obviously being outside? You slept in those tents tonight. You're not scared of anything? No. All right. How you find this place?
Amazing.
It's amazing. What's so amazing about it?
That we get to sleep outside. We get to play.
All right. So from the time you came here, what animals have you seen?
We've seen elephants and some crocodiles.
And some crocodiles. You're not scared of crocodiles? Just of course, the sleepwear.
Yeah.
We are, but
Since there's daddy at home. Yeah, it's about it, right?
And it's your weekend off, isn't it? You come from school and you're from London. Yeah.
Oh,
so and
nice
it's her
one.
first time camping out, being in the bush. She lives in London.
She lives in London.
Yeah.
So welcome to Zambia. Welcome to QTV too. That's your experiencing of home, right? Okay, Karen,
Yeah.
how's been the experience being around this space? Obviously that you're away from home and
It's been good. I've loved every moment of it, even the moments of having hippos waking you up in the middle of the night.
oh yeah, the frights in that sense.
A bit of fright, but a lot of excitement.
All right, yeah, adventure in its own style, right? All right, most of the people around Zambia take tourism out to be very much expensive. Like I mentioned earlier, like it's the cosmopolitan like that. Do you think it's like that, or maybe it's just about the time that they do not have to, go and explore nature?
Yeah, I think it's also just a perception that it is expensive, but when you actually look at it, you actually spend more a weekend out in Lusaka clubbing than to be out here. I mean, it's a nice experience. We're out here with friends who came here as a group and as a family. Yeah, so it's awesome, it's amazing.
So the whole motive is just to be away from home, but of course in a very serene environment,
Exactly.
enjoying nature.
Enjoying nature.
What
Yeah.
really fascinates you about tourism in Zambia? Especially this kind of lifestyle.
The open spaces, the beautiful rivers. It's amazing. I mean, you'll be paying an arm and a leg if you were out in Europe or something just for the same experience.
That's like something free.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, Pakasangano is Zambian owned, Zambian operated, and the clientele, as well as you can see from around us, is Zambian based. So we're just loving our own resources.
Right. There's Lower Zambezi, we have Kafue National Park, we have Luangwa, we have, and this joint also has its own, I think, indigenous animals out for. What are you looking forward to at the time you're coming here?
The elephants and the hippos, that has been like number one, and of course the eagle.
Oh, the fish eagle?
The fish eagle, yeah, the one that you hear. Is it just before news? Yeah, it was live. So every time we hear it, it's like, okay, the news is about to start. Yeah. And another good thing about Lower Zambezi is that it's so close to town, the proximity. I mean, it's only two hours drive. It's the closest park here to the city. So 2 hours drive and you're already here.
Absolutely. Guys, what are you looking forward to the time you're coming, especially who's coming to Zambia for the first time?
we're to seeing crocodiles and hippos for the first time.
Right. And you've seen that.
Yeah, I remember you saw how many? 5 crocodiles last night?
They're about 8.
Yeah, something like that.
My favorite animal in wildlife is a lion.
Oh yeah, we heard a lion at about 1 in the morning,
A
yeah?
roar of a lion.
Yeah,
So they're closer here as well.
yeah.
That's a closer. Okay. You're not scared of lions?
No.
Karen? That's my favorite animal, funny enough.
I like it.
A lion, yeah, the
I would love
roar
to
and
take a bear
everything.
of one-on-one. Well, it's a pity that it's another savage animal
Yeah.
that you find in the bush. So guys, thank you for hosting us. Right to this space. I know we are in a space, so you should have the fun and whatnot.
Yeah.
But as we go back, I don't know who you're saying hello to, especially friends from England.
I like to say hello to everybody. Who would like to say hi
She told
to?
me she's famous.
Yeah, somebody said you're famous. Who would like to say hi
Tell me
to? Go in front, say hi.
Or is they choose making
A shout out to who?
Hola, Miss Odorico.
To?
Miss Odorico.
Mr.
Okay.
Rico from
Alright, your teacher.
Go.
Oh, okay.
okay, from England. Yeah, they're gonna be watching us. Oh, nice one. All right.
Sampa, a big shout out to who? Your friends in Pelembe? School? No? Okay.
So I made them famous anyway. Karen,
Yeah.
you gonna say hello to me or who?
Hi everyone. Please come to Pakasangano. Make sure that you drink.
Right. That's your 169. That's about the beauty of nature. Right.
Thank you.
Right, so we're about to go to the slipway, and of course, now the check-out point starts from here. This other side is the other side of Kafue River, and we're going to the confluence where the Kafue and Zambezi meet. And the route takes up right here. This is Gwabi Lodge in the Lower Zambezi National Park. That's the explorative of the adventure on the 169 today. Remember, a tributary, a delta, a confluence. If your memory serves you right, or if you're still fresh in school, then this should actually get to ring a bell. All right, we're at the confluence of the Zambezi and Kafue River. In reality, that's where the 169 takes you there. All right, if you've read about it or just heard about it, this is where we are today. So that river coming all the way from that side is the flow of Zambezi River, and the river coming from the direction where I've actually come from is Kafue River. This is where they meet, and when they meet here, they kind of create a confusion in the water spaces, right? So part of the water itself is flowing on the other side, and part of the other water is actually flowing on the other side. But the confluence is a meeting place. All right. This is Justin, my navigator. All right, on I don't know which river now, from Zambezi.
Now we call it Zambezi.
So we're at Zambezi right now, and just after maybe pushing our boat slightly, we'll be on the Kafue River.
Yeah.
Very confusing, you know that?
Yeah, it is.
That's Mamuka say in the morning.
Yeah, then in the afternoon, what should I say?
Maswera say. So Maswera say.
That's what should I say?
I was in Zimbabwe like 2 weeks ago, and I'm getting this all common greetings, the basics and whatnot. Mwaisa Bata, that's thank you. All right. So you've been actually a boat rider for how long?
For like 5 years.
This is your home. You know this place very well.
Yeah, I know it very well.
So those species that we're seeing out there,
Hippos.
hippos are not as dangerous as.
Yeah, they are aggressive, especially when they have babies. Yeah.
Yeah. So when we actually went closer there, I saw. I don't know. That's a cow also. Yeah. That's a baby, and then they're trying to protect it.
Yeah.
So if you get closer, could you confusion?
Yeah, it is.
All right. Okay.
You don't need to stay too close.
They're not agitated by the sound of the motor.
But if they want to be aggressive, they will turn against the boat.
And they're that speedy. They're calf. All right. They've got enough speed to race against this.
And yeah, we are very much safe.
All right. So there you have it. This is where we actually turn on to the Zambezi now. Off the Kafue. We'll be back soon, but we are heading that direction. Okay. I'm sure that's not more confusing. Like the geography language might be more confusing. I would really love to go underwater and find out what's really happening with, the way the water is kind of mixing itself. All right, so this is Kafue Zambezi. Kafue Zambezi mixer.
Yeah.
You're watching 169. So part of the richness in your history actually comes up from this particular program that you're watching, the 169. The bridge behind me is the famous Michael Sata Bridge that you hear of, right? And of course takes after the 5th Republican president himself, right? So out of all these great works, right here is where we take you. Right, so on our adventure into the Lower Zambezi National Park, we actually passed through a Spotify. It's called Gwabi Lodge, right? This is where our relaxation is going to be like, I think for a stretch of hours before we actually get to proceed back to Lusaka, the capital, obviously. And I'm joined by my friend here, John. Very, nice storyteller. I think the entire place here is like on his palms. Lived much around here, so he's very much of a native in the Lower Zambezi. John, welcome to 169.
You're welcome, my big brother.
All right, thank you so much for actually hosting us. All right, it's a very unique experience for us, being away from the hustle and bustle of town, city life and the like. How's life like around being in the bush?
Wow, life around the bush here is much cool.
Right.
We are so much used. We are living in a game management area where man and the animal live together.
Right.
So we have so much experience. You can see here there is a Might Cafe. When you go down, there's Might Zambezi.
Right.
So you have to get much experience. When you're on the water, you have to know how to swim, and you have to get rid of the crocodile also.
Yeah.
That's one of the hectic things that's happening around.
Right.
As well as the land, there is elephant, hippos. Live both out and
Yeah, and the land.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Land there is yeah. So you have to be so careful whenever you're walking around. But here, it's not that there is not too much game. The only big species that we have is elephant.
right.
They normally visit us not much time.
Around the area.
Yeah.
Wildlife is not too much.
It's not too much, but when you go down here, there's too much, a lot of different species.
So as you go into deep, that's where you get to find all these animals.
Like Lower Zambezi, you might find a lot of different species of animals. Elephants are everywhere. You cannot even look for them. They look for you because wherever you walk, you can find them
They've
everywhere.
been skitting on us. We've actually taken a ride on the boat and
So you just walk at a long time.
You know the timing of animals. So you're saying it's an interaction of human beings and animals. So animal behavior, you've actually studied that pattern.
Yep. Most of the thing when you just meet up with an elephant, first of all things, you cannot just land the direction where you don't know where to land.
Okay.
You have to first to focus the direction because the elephant is a very creative thing and very, very intelligent. Elephant is very fast in terms of running. I heard some few people say an elephant is not that fast to run. You can just run, do corners, you can skip from it. No, it's not all about that.
Okay.
Elephant is a very speeding thing. You cannot run away from it. All what is needed is to hang on for a position and double check where they're coming from.
Right.
If they are this side, you have to know that the wind is blowing this side. You cannot escape from them because they are normally getting you from the trunk.
Okay.
Yeah, the smell.
Yeah.
So you have to go down where the wind is going, where you can escape from them, not going up where the wind is coming from.
Right.
So very, very difficult. When you just meet up an elephant, you just have to run down, not against the wind. If it's an buffalo, you have to hang on for a big tree so that you can just hang up.
You like climb the tree.
Yeah, climbing a tree.
I
know it can't come.
The boss doesn't hit into the tree too.
The tree is too strong.
Okay.
Yeah, the only difficult thing is when you meet up with a leopard or a lion,
Okay.
it will be a very challenge because lion can go up on the tree. So what is
So it does go in.
yeah. So what is needed there when you just meet up a lion? There's nothing like running. You just have to walk backwards, little by little, slowly by slowly.
What happens if it's advancing towards you?
There's nothing like screaming. If you're just screaming or you're giving me back, you know that you're something that can get just a snack. Huh? A lion is a very strong stuff.
Yeah.
A human being is just like some seconds we are gone. You cannot survive from a lion unless you just hang on. But if it's an hungry lion, you cannot survive even though you hang on. Things goes by lucky.
No survival. You can't fight back.
You cannot
You
fight.
can't always escape.
You cannot fight. No. Unless you just hang on, you walk backward bit by bit. When you give it a little bit chance, you can run. But make sure you have to run very close to the river or somewhere in a big tree.
Yeah, where it can't have that space to maneuver and hit you.
Yeah.
Oh.
But as well as if you're in the river or in water somewhere like that, there is a hippo.
Yeah.
And Do you know hippo kills a lot of men? Like
We're seeing people, how's lifestyle around here? You know, we're actually meeting people on the river, canoeing with non-speedy boats.
non-speeding boats,
And then
using paddles. Yeah.
Yes, there are all these, hippos around. Other species, obviously, you talked about crocodile.
Yeah, I know. Crocodile, hippo, they're always there. And those things, they don't attack you usually. You just bouncing on it or you just accidentally meeting it.
Okay.
If it's a crocodile, a crocodile normally runs when there's no, like a deep water, you cannot find a crocodile. Most of the crocodile hanging on in a little shallow water.
Okay.
Yeah, where there is easy species that they can catch. As well as the human being, sometimes the people will be taken by the crocodile, but not usually.
So they're not actually in the deepest part of the river. It's the
And
shallow.
you cannot find a crocodile on the deeper end of the river unless on the shallow or the edge.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And where else say that the confluence, they cannot be found where there's noise.
Yeah, there at the conference, there is a lot of different, there is big number of crocodile up there because the Zambezi is very shallow, like here Kafue is very deep.
It's deeper.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's that contrast on the other side. Actually saw that, I think on the Zambezi part, you can see the show, the sandbar of the environment, and it's not compared to the Kafue around here.
Here is very deep and there is mud.
So you tell me activities here quite differ of lifestyles with people. Those that are on the Kafue and those that are on the Zambezi.
Activity is just the same, but in terms of experience, we normally meet same species of animal like elephant, crocodile, hippo. Those species are everywhere, and everyone who lives around here, they know those things.
Right.
When you go to the river, you have to know that there is a crocodile and a hippo somewhere. So what you're doing always, you have to focus.
Yes.
For better, for worse.
And then activities around here, you have boat cruises, canoes.
We do boat cruise, canoeing, as well as game drive and walk.
And walking.
Yeah, we normally go down to the lower Zambezi. We do our walk, as well as game drive. Fishing, we normally start from Kafue and go down to the lower Zambezi. And canoeing, we normally have a lot of good time to do canoeing. We can do canoeing for a week. From here until the might Zambezi downstream there.
Maybe this is just another leaf. I do hear that species of fish found in the Kafue River is more tastier than the Zambezi one.
I'm sure that could be another story, but all the fish are there.
Experience? I'm sure if you're in Chirundu, the other side, you get fish from the Zambezi. And then when you're here fishing, obviously just straight from the Kafue. Have you found that kind of a difference in the taste?
Yeah. I just heard some people say so, but I'm not so sure about the
but
taste.
But I've seen the difference in posture.
Yeah, there is different.
The fish from you looks a bit reddish.
Yeah, reddish and a little bit black. Huh?
You know, the black one is from the Zambezi.
Here, there's a little bit redder, and when you go to the Zambezi, a little bit black.
Right.
Because here there's too much mud, so most of the fish live down to the mud, and from the Zambezi there's too much sand, so people.
So hence the posture of the color.
Yes, that's what they differ.
Okay. And so you have people coming here from all the way from, apart from Zambia?
Yeah, we have people coming from Australia, America, South Africa, along the world.
And the main objective is to come and see the lower Zambezi?
Yeah, they come to see the lower Zambezi. They do the canoeing, fishing, boat cruise, game drive. Yeah, those stuff.
So tourism is actually on high peak around this place?
Yeah, it's very, very high.
Okay.
Yeah, so every time we expect more people to come in and join us, at least they see what we have for them.
How's the interaction amongst the Zambians themselves? Do they come, the Lusaka people, the Kobabo people, the Northerners?
Yeah, you know, people from Zambia, they are so much good. Nice behavior. Whoever comes, we treat them as brothers and sisters, so everyone is happy.
So who's more prominent, the outsiders or the Zambians?
Outsiders.
Outsiders.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, with them they're more interested to come and see
the
beauty of our country, the Riviera, you know.
You know that the elephant somewhere. You can go down to Chiranga, you see some elephant are there and lions are there also.
Right. So exploration today has been much on the Riviera, less on land, obviously, and that's the reason why perhaps the elephants were skeeting on us. But anyways, we've actually, gotten the experience of the lower Zambezi, and I'm sure next time we're going to be coming around here, we're actually taking those walk-ins, the game drives, obviously, daring the animal. That's my special interest.
Yeah, that's good. Right? You have to try that next month.
Right.
Come October, November, it's a very, very good time for everything. Yeah, right. Because most of the animals run down to the Zambezi to have for refreshment because here it's very, very hot. Huh?
Right.
So this coming month, most of the animals will run down to the Zambezi so that just a lot of grazing stuff.
Right. So there isn't so much forestry attraction around here because of the temperatures that you always get pretty high. So the greens is always eaten up quite quick.
Because there are a lot of different animals coming up. Like here, you can see it's not that much different between here and Zambezi. Zambezi is a lot of the hippos. They normally go up and graze. You cannot see the stuff like this. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's why the green that side is not too much because of the grazing.
Because they normally go up any time, but here they just come during night time to graze up.
Oh, nice, beautiful. John, thank you so much for being with us on the 169.
You're welcome, brother.
Yeah, enjoy yourself. Yeah, certainly, man. That's gonna be the right about it. That's your 169 right in the Lower Zambezi National Park at Gwabi Lodge. Right, so on the bitumen, we did it all nicely. Land, we've done that actually. Concrete, we've done that actually. And getting back to the land, we've done that. What else? We were on the water. The river, we've done that actually. And it's about sunset. This time around, obviously the package really has to be on the content side. And I gotta take you back where I took you from, right? So the 169 has actually taken an adventurous trip into the Lower Zambezi National Park. The beauty and nature of this country lies right here. And this is where we are today, right? But of course, everything that goes up must always come down. My friends there are saying, now we can go down and culminate. Bye-bye.